everyone, it's Wednesday and it's Sharing Wellness, Promoting Health Wednesday, and I'm continuing with the Healthy Habits program. So tonight we're going to talk about limiting your exposure to toxins, especially in our environment. So the circumstances, objects, or conditions by which one is surrounded is our environment. So that's the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, and the products we use in our home to clean and on our body for personal care. All those things make up our environment. So again, personal care products, cleaning products, our cooking utensils, the paint, flooring, and furniture in the house, fertilizers, weed eaters, insect killers, indoor air quality, dust, dander, mites, chemicals added to our water and food. We're continually exposed to all those things. So I wanted to share a few facts with you. Since 1950, approximately 84,000 chemicals have been made and are currently on the market and used throughout food, personal care products, and all the things I just mentioned. In fact, less than 1% of those chemicals have been tested for safety. And billions of dollars are spent each and every year in health costs associated with this. Recent umbilical cord tests showed that infants have approximately 300 chemicals in their blood. So chemicals are found in a lot of things, and some of the major threats or concerns are in our household cleaners with phthalates, which are endocrine disruptors. And they're basically in any product that contains a fragrance like an air freshener, a dish soap, and the ingredient does not have to be listed on a product. It's usually stated as a fragrance. So PERCs are known neurotoxins, and they're found in dry cleaning, carpet, and upholstery cleaners. Those of you who remember Liberace, he actually got really sick and was hospitalized and almost died due to him absorbing all these toxins when he wore his costumes that he had dry cleaned all the time. And then there's a lot of triclosan and antibacterial soaps, which is a very aggressive antifungal and antibacterial. And there's quats, known as quaternary ammonia compounds, which are found in a lot of antibacterial cleaners and fabric softeners. And triclosan and quats are a little worried about creating antibiotic resistance. And we heard about that a couple years ago with people using antibacterial soaps, which I think we're all using again now. There's butyroxyethanol, found in many household cleaners, multi-purpose cleaners, ammonia. They're used in a lot of polishing cleansers for, sinks, jewelry, bathroom fixtures. And it's a very strong irritant when exposed to over extended time. And there's chlorine, found in scrubbing powders, toilet bowl cleaners, laundry use, tap water. Lye in oven and drain cleaners, and formaldehyde, which is a human carcinogen. So it's best to make your own. And if you want to make your own, one of my favorite ways to make my own is using distilled vinegar, white distilled vinegar, distilled or spring water, hydrogen peroxide, Nature's Fresh enzyme spray, a little bit of baking soda I use for scrubbing. I love Dr. Bronner's Castile soap and essential oils. You can also get Bon Ami. It's a very safe cleaning product, and it's a great scrubber. It's mostly baking soda. There's also a company out there now called Norwex, where you can get silver claws with silver in them, and I have switched and do use a lot of those for cleaning my glass and wiping things down. Some of my favorite recipes are my all-purpose cleaner. I got a 32-ounce spray bottle, and I mixed 2 cups of water, 2 cups of vinegar. I did 50-50, a couple tablespoons of Castile soap, and I add about 30 to 60 drops of essential oil like tea tree, lemon, lime, or orange. I also make a kind of air freshener for the house. It works really well in the winter to remove static from the air. I use 3 ounces of distilled water and 1 ounce of hydrogen peroxide. You can put oils in it if you want. I usually don't, but it really helps moisten the air when it's really dry in the house. And then my scrubber, I just take baking soda, Castile soap, and lemon or tea tree, and then I just, mix it like in the bottom of the tub, and I scrub away. So that works really, really good. There's also some petrochemicals in our personal care products, like paraffin wax, mineral oil, toluene or benzene, anything ending in ETH, anything with DEA or MEA, anything with butyl or ethyl or propyl. Again, it'll say parfum or fragrance. So it can be hard to eliminate all, but the focus is to become conscious of what you're putting on your skin and what you're using to minimize it. So those are the things you want to look for on the label. The butyl, ethyl, propyl, methyl, and glycol, the oxybenzoin, fluoride, parabens, BHA, SLS, SLES, because we actually absorb about 60% of what we put on our skin, and many of these things are known endocrine disruptors, carcinogenic, or neurotoxic. So if you really want to know what's in your products and how safe they are, you can go to ewg.org and you can view information on specific ingredients. That'll help you understand what's in your product. I, as an aromatherapist and herbalist, I make a lot of my own products. I usually use a shea butter for moisturizing, which is just a blend of shea butter, coconut, and almond oil with some essential oils in it. I also use olive oil or apricot kernel oil or jojoba oil. I put that on my skin to moisturize my skin, just the oil when I'm still damp after a shower. You can create your own facial cleansers. You can mix hydrosols and some Castile soap and some herbal extracts like calendula or horsetail or green tea. You can do facial toners, hydrosols, mixed with a little bit of witch hazel and glycerin, make great facial toners that you can mist on your face. So you can get some rose hydrosol or lavender, put a little, about 5% of glycerin in it, and then aloe vera, witch hazel, and then just spritz it on your face. That's really moisturizing and really toning. You know, my favorite hydrosols for facial products are lavender, rose, and helichrysum, and orange, or a little bit of yarrow. You can also use essential oils, skin-safe oils, and you want to make sure you use 1% or less dilution max, which is about 6 drops per ounce, because this is something you're going to be using continually, so less is definitely better. And then you can make your own facial mask with a variety of clays and charcoal and just mix them with some hydrosols or yogurt or whatever and apply them to your face and let them dry. One of my favorite ways for detoxification is to use a dry skin brush before you shower. So you just get a vegetable brush and you brush your skin in long strokes starting from your ankles up your legs, and then you do your arms toward your heart, your abdomen and back. And that's really good to help relieve pain, open up your pores, promoting circulation and lymphatic drainage. Dr. Mercola says it's the only way to get rid of cellulite is to brush daily before showering, which I practice a lot. And then you can also make yourself a little scrub for your skin once you get in the shower. Use like a half cup of fine grained Dead Sea salt or regular sea salt, a couple tablespoons of carrier oil and some essential oils, and then just kind of lightly scrub your skin with that. So when you dry skin brush, again, it's long, smooth strokes toward the heart, starting from your feet up. Then you got to consider food preparation and storage. Are you storing in plastic? Are you storing in glass with lead in it? They say for pots and pans, ceramics the best, or enameled cast iron, then glass and corningware, then stainless steel, wood cutting boards. And they say you should have separate cutting boards for your meats and your fruits and veggies. And I have 2 different cutting boards. They're 2 different sizes, 2 different types, so we don't confuse them. And one I use strictly for meats and one I do for fruits and veggies. Then I have another one for, quickies. Non-stick cookware and bakeware and plastic, they can leach chemicals. So if you have those and they get old and you want to replace them, you may want to think about how healthy the container is to store your food in or prepare your food in as you go forward. And so much is changing in the marketplace because all manufacturers and vendors are trying to make safer products. So, do your research, because they may have come up with something new and made some changes making something safer. And then the air quality in your house. Many of you can't do anything for the outside or the office, but you can focus on your home, especially if you have allergies or other respiratory issues. I have air filters in my house that kind of sanitize the air and remove a lot of dust and germs. I definitely spent the money and invested in a good vacuum cleaner. I have a couple salt lamps, which slightly ionize the air, similar to that recipe I shared with you with the 3 ounces of water and 1 ounce of hydrogen peroxide. It kind of ionizes the air, making it moist. I'm not sure how much it does for cleaning the air, but they're very pretty and they're very relaxing. And then of course you can always diffuse oils, because I love my oils, so I diffuse them. And remember, we are energy and life is energy. We get oxygen from the air we breathe. We get heat and light from the sun, which we absorb through our skin. The earth gives us food and water, which we need to digest our foods and feed our body. And the dark gives us night, so we can sleep. And it all works together to create a healthy you. That's why I love Soki so much, because it uses a multi-energy approach to wellness, combining motion, thermal, and electrical energy. Specifically the Chi Machine, because it creates movement. And when I was sick in the very beginning, it was hard for me to relax and move. And the Chi Machine created that movement, promoting my circulation and my lymphatic drainage. And I love to couple it with the far infrared pad, because that creates a warming effect, which really relaxes me, promotes detoxification more so through perspiration, and very relaxing. So remember, plan to replace your products with healthier and safer versions as you use them up. Think about what you're doing, be mindful. Don't trust the label, read the ingredients, and reference ewg.org. So I hope you picked something up this week, and I look forward to sharing wellness, promoting health next Wednesday. Thanks.